This is my 1980 Schwinn Varsity ladies 10-speed bicycle. It's a 27-inch wheel road bike that's been built in a mildly custom hybrid type fashion. Has a wider pan seat, gentle rise matching blue handlebars, indexing thumb shifters, and I stepped away from the front freewheel system found on these late 70s, early 80s Schwinns and went to the little bit older, more standard rear freewheeling system. It also has the larger diameter first gear, which is rather nice for those Sunday cruises and slow rides. The original set of chains soaked in automotive degreaser overnight and scrubbed and rinsed and reapplied, relubed. Works well. Bike has a nice wheel set. Straight set of wheels. Nice chrome. Virtually no sidewall wear from brake usage. Front's a high flange and rear's a low flange. Common to these early 80s Varsities. I added this custom quarter wrap rear fender. This is a neat fender because it's a 65 Varsity stainless steel fender that's been trimmed down. It was longer and a bit mangled back here, so I trimmed it down, so it should be noted that it is a razor edge, but it's also been trimmed just shy of the reaching out from the reflector there for safety purposes too. It has a chrome fender brace. I also added this aluminum Swiss-made spring-loaded carrier rack here. It has a Schwinn reflector set, rear red, front clear, wheels, and there's also reflectors on the 71 and 74 collegiate style block pedals. I went with these pedals because they have a nice large surface area and don't have the metal frame. These can be a lot more forgiving if you ever happen to catch one in the shin. So that was kind of a better choice for the ladies there. Nice chrome sprocket. It's a person's pan seat. It does have a little bit of the stitching coming loose at the nose here. It's really no big deal, but should be pointed out. Still presents very nicely. It has a person's tag on the back. Overall, the original paint's pretty decent. It's a candy blue. There are some chips and scratches here and there. But for its age, it's pretty darn decent. Schwinn Chicago head badge. The frame has no decals, but the fork does have darts. The tires have excellent tread, but they are older. They're probably as old as the bike and have some light sidewall cracking, but they're roadworthy. I'm sure they'll last for quite some time. Switching to these gentle low-rise style handlebars was quite an exciting feature of this build. I like the indexing thumb shifters here. You'll note that the shifter has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it, and they actually click into gear, simplifying the shifting, taking the guesswork out of feeling out the gears on your traditional twin sticks found on the Schwinn Varsities. The blue handlebars are a darn close match. They're not absolutely exact, but they are darn close in color. And the Schwinn blue glitter grips aren't quite as close, but they're a decent set of original Schwinn blue glitter grips from a Stingray that I once had. And the Weinman ball tip brake calipers found on collegiates and Stingrays was also a neat vintage swap there. And the crank and stem are numbers matching. Though it's not the traditional Varsity stem, it's more of a collegiate style stem. The crank and stem came off an exerciser I had once parted out, so they spent their entire life indoors up until now. Let's look at the back side of that spoke protector. Nice, huh? It's a nice bike. I just took it for a ride myself. course, all the bearings were repacked and thoroughly cleaned during the build process. It's got new cables, and they're Teflon line cables for nice, smooth operation. It's a nice bike. Thanks for having a look.